Now, something I want to stress on is on medical compatibility. It used to be that in the villages those days, that people marry and their children start dying. So they visit the shrine, visit the evil forest, visit the native doctor. It used to cause a lot of problems. They will label the woman an ogbanje or whatever, call her name, because why is that other people are giving birth, but you, all your children are what? Are dying. There's something wrong with you. You are sacrificing. They have killed people for that thing. They have killed people. They have abandoned women in the forest, tied them up because their first 2 or 3 kids died mysteriously, a mystery sickness. They just got sick and died. They just got sick and died. It used to be so. So it caused a lot of problems. But now that we are in 2022, we understand that there is something called genotype. Have you heard of genotype? Have you heard of genotype? Yes. Please, I beg you in the name of God, before you build anything, check your genotype. Young ladies, if a man says, "Hi, how are you? You look so beautiful." Sir, what's your genotype? Are you listening? I know what I'm saying. What is your what? If it's okay, you say, "Oh, thank you, sir, I am fine." What's your name too? Check the what? Check the what? Our chief elder testified, one of the chief elders testified during the men's conference. Said he was to get married. When they checked it, AS, said, bah. He said, "God, please, let the next one, let the person I'm marrying not be AS." It was a prayer point. Now let me explain what this means. Genotype carries your genetic traits. Are you listening? So that is what you pass on to your child. It's what you give children that they grow with. There are 4 different classes. There is the AA, there is the AS, there is the AC, and there is the SS. What we are avoiding is SS. We don't want a world that there is SS. Amen? Amen? We don't want what? What does SS mean? Sickle cell. Because to live as a sickle cell, except there is divine intervention, which we should always seek God for, it's not easy. They live more in the hospital than at home. I have lost friends to this. Not their fault, not their decision, not their choice. It was the choice of 2 lover beds that did not check. Now, what we realized now is that those people that were dying in the village, anyhow, it was that they were marrying and having what? SS. There was no technology then, as in we had not known. But now we what? We know. Now, if a man that is AA marries a woman that is AA, it is perfect. That is the ideal situation. We want AAs. If a man that is AA marries somebody that is AS, some of the children will be AA, and some will be what? AS. It is not perfect, it is not excellent, but it is good. Are you listening? If a man that is AS marries AS, what will happen? Some, like 50% will be SS, 25% will be SS, and the others will be what? AS. The thing is that it's possible to have the SS 3 times in a row. You don't control it. Medical people, am I correct? Yes. It's possible. I've counseled a soon-to-be family that I wish I met them 6 or 1 year ago. I wish I met them. Like, I spent 1 hour on the phone with the man, and they will probably watch this because it's a message to them too. I spent 1 hour on the phone with the girl. I said, please, in the name of God, so that 20 years from now, I am not holding a sickle cell child in the hospital crying. I said, please, let's stop now. 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 Everybody has said it. I was the last person to say, please talk to these people. They are your youth. And the man said, sir, I have heard you. I have heard what you have said. I explained how I have friends that were living until they died. We have lost all our assets, all. He said, I will call you back in 3 days. But I hope I will have something positive to say. I was so happy. I had thought that I had gotten through, or the Spirit of God had gotten through. He called me after 3 days and then said, sir, I just got to inform you that we are Christians, we believe in God, and we have faith that nothing will happen to us, and we are going on with the arrangement. I'm his pastor, so I would do what? I would back that faith up. So I said, if you have faith and God has said, then so shall it what? So shall it be. We would pray with you, because church is a family. But it's sad for the person that is essence, that did not have a choice. That life is not the life you want to live. I beg you in the name of God, don't start singles. Don't start don't print wedding cards. Are you listening? Don't sew wedding gown if you have not checked what? We do those things in the church anyway. We will send you to hospitals and you come back with a report. That's what churches do now. You must be compatible genetically. What if the man is spiritual? The man is born again. The girl is spiritual. The girl is born again. You are compatible on all levels. If the genetics don't match, do what? Leave it. Cry. Let your heart break. Are you listening? Roll on the floor. Weep. Oh Lord, my heart is... Pass through that. We would be here with you. Then you rise again and you start again. It is better. There must be genetic compatibility. Of course, there are cases where, like I told them, I said, look, there are cases where God has changed people's genotypes. God does miracles. Isn't it so? It is. But why will I drink poison, knowing that it is poison? Then I call on the name of the Lord. There were people that didn't even know. They were AS, and they married without knowing, and none of the kids were SS. The Bible clearly says that we should not tempt God. You don't put yourself in that situation and look for... Daniel did not jump into the lion's den. Shadrach, Meshach, and what? Abednego did not jump into fire. They were what? They were thrown in. They were thrown in. Daniel was... If Daniel had a choice, he wouldn't be there. With lions, he wouldn't be there. He wouldn't need a miracle. He would have just walked out. There must be what? Compatibility. Spiritually, physically, medically. All those things must what? Match.